Mgtow is playing it safe. And it is better to be safe than sorry. It is better to plan your life out and think about what is in front of you. What are the risks and the threats? What option is best for you? Better to be safe than sorry. In life, put on a safety belt. Take off the blinders so you can see what's in front of you. Understand the risks and the threats. Look to the section of your life, the area, the path that is going to have the greatest degree, the highest chance of success. And what I'm going to tell you guys is don't worry. There's going to be plenty of kids. There's still going to be plenty of men who get married and have children. There's going to be plenty of bastard kids out there. You bet. There always have been. There always will be. So that guilt they throw at you, society, women, your friends and their wives, your own mother, they're going to tell you you're a prick if you get a prenup, and you're still going to have to pay. There's no way out of it. And you're a prick if you stay to yourself. It's been fascinating, some of the other Mgtow channels out there that are they have on parade women who are demanding that they be married, right? That's their lot in life. Right, they're going to do the best they can, blah, 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 but they want to get married, blah, 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 and men owe that to them, yak, yak, yak. That's not a good plan for you. It's a good plan for them. But hell, you know, putting myself in a woman's shoes, yeah, if I wanted to be selfish, you bet. I'd go find me a rich woman, let her work for 10, 15, 20, 30 years, take half her stuff. You know, I could do that if I had no morals, no moral compass, no ethics, no self-respect. You know, it just lets you know where you stand as a man versus compared to how women stand. It's incredible when you look at it in terms of where you stand before the marriage, before that contract, before that plan. It's incredible, isn't it? Because you're the prize. You're the gold mine. Right? You're the winning combination for women. But I'm telling you, it's better to be safe than sorry. All right. Now the video portion is over. I'm going to talk about this idea. It was kind of thrown out there, real loose, real in the wind by a fellow named Naz. And he thinks that Mgtow should get a little more organized. And I don't mean a political action committee, not a PAC, but rather, right now we're promoting ourselves through YouTube. You know, when we do some promotion, you know, mouth to ear, email to email, etc. Well, he thinks there could be a lot more to this, and I agree. And it's been brought up many times. John, you need T-shirts, you need coffee cups, maybe even bumper stickers, some sort of marketing, not just to market Mgtow as freedom, but rather to market Mgtow in general. And I responded to him and said, hey, look, you know, I have day jobs coming out my ears. I barely have time to make 2 videos a day with no fancy production. I don't sit down with a script. I just have an idea and I get on here and I improvise and ad-lib the whole thing. Everything is just out there. I'm either in the truck or I'm sitting in front of it or I'm on my couch. But this, you know, in order to do that, you need to have a design team that makes stuff. Then you have to have it warehoused. Then people have to put in their orders. Someone has to put stuff in a box and slap a sticker on it. And they got to mail it off, right? Merchandising. Then someone's got to take that check and go to a bank. You got to put it in the bank, manage all that crap, right? And then they got to get paid, and then you got to get paid. So the idea is sound, but the legwork is a bitch, right? I don't have time for that. I can't be licking stamps and taping boxes. I just literally don't have the time. And I don't have the room. So I think this is where Naz was going with his idea. You know, it would be good to start with 5 or 6 Mgtow channels. You know, that kind of come at it from different degrees or different angles, right? Apparently, I'm perceived as a old jarhead, middle-aged jarhead, whatever I am, right? Kind of a rougher around the edges type of guy. What there's other guys, you know, and I try promoting everyone at the end of my video. I try and promote as many as I can. Seems like when I find a new channel, I can't find it again when I need to put them at the end of the video, so I just kind of recycle them. But I want everyone to watch everyone else's videos, because everyone has a different way. You know, there's Darius, there's Turd Flinging Monkey, there's Canadian Mgtow. There's some channels that are little, some that are big. I kind of like Howard Dare. You know, I like the tone of voice he has. You know, but if there was a website administrator that could have 5 to start, 5 Mgtow channels, and all their merchandise sold right there. And those 5 different guys represent different sectors of the general population, right? So guys that are military would tend, right, maybe to gravitate towards me because I'm a little more of a big mouth hard ass. You know, maybe each racial group, because there seems to be someone from every racial group, at least 2 or 3, right, that are putting out really good high quality videos. They could have their own merchandise, and it would be bought by, because his version or his way of talking about Mgtow is appealing, and they could wear that. I don't know, baseball hat, backwards, I don't care whether it's on forward or backwards, t-shirts, and the t-shirts don't have to say anything crazy, right? It could be a picture of the Mgtow is freedom guy, and it could say Mgtow is freedom on the back. Just, you don't have to do anything, you just wear it around. It's your way of saying, hey, take that, right? And men might ask, what is Mgtow? And then you can say, hey, look, Mgtow, go to YouTube, type it in. You'll find out what it is about. It's about being free, right? I did today's video, which thankfully didn't get conged by YouTube, but it was momsters. And so Naz says, hey, for the Halloween season coming up, you could have mombies and momsters, right? Mgtow is freedom, avoid momsters. You know, all channels could have that on this. But what it's going to take is it's going to take a site administrator that would handle those channels and their merchandising, which also means that they would accept orders. They would package everything up and ship it off. And they would, of course, have to be paid for not only the administrator job, but also a percentage of the merchandising. And the better they made the site, the more they got it on Google and Yahoo and any other way they could link it through banner ads, etc., the more successful it would be. And the more successful it would be, meaning lots of t-shirts, lots of coffee cups, lots of hats, the more Mgtow would spread, not only via YouTube, but also on the street, right? On the street. So that idea is out there. I've just put it out there. I don't have any problem doing that. I would like to be one of the 5. If you guys decide to do this without me, then fuck you. But I think I represent a percentage of the demographics that are Mgtow and are looking at Mgtow and want to stay Mgtow. So this idea is now out there. Maybe Naz wants to be that guy. Maybe there's someone else who's an administrator that wants that. I put together a website with an administrator for my other YouTube channel, and it's going to do its own thing, right? And all the marketing that it does is for prepper items, and that will go through Amazon. No work, right? But merchandising for Mgtow, in order to wear it as a banner, right? An advertising banner, and also a way to say, I am who I am. I'm going to wear what I want, right? And I don't care what other people think, because I have a plan for my life that's going to give me the greatest degree of success. I tied all that shit together nicely, didn't I? That's what it's about, right? So if you want to show your solidarity, you buy a shirt or a hat or a coffee cup. And you can keep it to yourself, or you can take it out in public. But we need to put this together. I think Naz had a great idea. So I'm going to wait for him to respond, and then we'll see where it goes from there. But I think he's right. I think Mgtow is ready, right? Mgtow channels are ready to get some marketing out there, to take this next step, to go a little more public with a very private idea we have for ourselves. And, I don't know where it can go, but I do think it's a step in the right direction. Step in the right direction, because YouTube may kick us off here altogether entirely and try and take away our voice. And if that happens, we'll have a website where everyone's used to going, and where they'll know to go to find their favorite Mgtow provider. And on that website, right, you could have your own videos hosted. I would be willing to participate in that, and I think it's a good idea, because I think at some point here, YouTube is going to can me. Probably going to can Sandman. It's going to can all of us, because they don't like the message. They don't like that we have a plan. They don't like, right, that we see the plane crashing and we're going to use the parachute for our lives. Right? Everyone else is brilliant for having a plan, for having a safety strategy, except you. You are not a nice guy for having a plan to protect yourself. You're not a nice guy for putting together a plan that is going to be successful. Right? And they're wanting to stop that. There it is, guys. I hope you have a great night. Think about it. Think about it. My week is just clogged, stuffed full of things, right? At least it appears all the fires out here west are blowing over. All the smoke anyways. So you guys have a great day. Think about it. I'm sure I'm going to hear from a lot of people. We'll see what happens. But it's probably got to start with someone who wants to be an administrator and someone who wants to handle warehouse and operations. We'll see where this goes. You guys have a great night. And what is this about, by the way? It's about freedom. Personal liberty. Mgtow, men going their own way. Mgtow is freedom. That's why I chose that name. Right? The reason you need to be free is you have the penis. I have the penis, right? Because of that, women know that you and I are the prize. We're the gold mine. Right? So we're the targets. We are in their sights. The only way to protect yourself, to have a plan, to be able to pull that cord on the parachute and punch out, is to be Mgtow. And we need to make sure this effort continues and doesn't die. Otherwise, we're all standing alone, once again, without solidarity, without support, right? Without fellowship, again. And that's something I don't want to see happen to men, because that's where we've been languishing the last 100 years. So do your best, and we'll see what happens, right? Semper Fi.